afternoon. I'm reporting to you live from Super Happy Awesome News headquarters. I'm Joey, and I've assembled an expert team to bring you the happiest news around. In song, welcome! Do you ever feel the world is full of grief and doubt? Do you ever feel like you just want to block it out? Well, never fear, 'cause the super happy news is here. The super happy awesome news, the only news that sings whoa. Super happy awesome news. We only cover super happy awesome things like puppies and tacos and rainbows too. Let's wash away those blues with super happy awesome news. Super happy awesome news. Parker, stop it! I said go away! First up, super happy awesome weather!
Thank you, Joey. Looking sharp over there at headquarters. Now, let's take a look at tonight's super awesome forecast. We've got rain, lots of rain, 14 inches of rain. But hey, that's okay. 'Cause rain washes the spiders away. Yeah, itsy bitsy spiders will go right down the drain. 'Cause tonight we've got rain. Let's check tomorrow's forecast. I'm sure it'll be even better. We've got wind, lots of wind, hurricane force winds. But hey, that's all right. 'Cause it's the perfect day to fly a kite. Yeah, super awesome weather is about to begin. 'Cause tomorrow we've got wind. Wait a second. I had the wrong zip code. Oh, that explains it. Let's see here. Yes, that's better. We've got sun. Woo, lots of sun. It's gonna be 121. But hey, that's good. You can cook an egg on top of your hood. Yeah, breakfast in the driveway. Now that sounds like fun. All next week, we've got sun. Well, stay cool out there, everybody.
Thanks for the weather update. I've got a special segment for all you thrill seekers. I'm reporting live from the natural habitat of one of the world's most dangerous wild animals. Brace yourselves, what you're about to see is not for the faint of the heart. There she is, the fiercest creature in the animal kingdom. Look at those fangs. Enough venom to take down an elephant. Terrifying. Let's see how close we can get. Remember, I am a professional. If you see a predator like this, do not approach. This sure puts the awesome, super happy, awesome news. Whoa, sit back. Sorry, dude, I gotta wrangle this beast. Over the sports.
Whoa, you're really putting your neck on the line. Great work out there. I'm coming to you live from Wrigley Field. The rivalry between the Cubs and White Sox has been heating up all year long. This is sure to be an epic matchup. I just got awesome news. The game has been canceled. That's right, canceled. Woohoo! Now you may be wondering, why is this awesome news? Well, I'll tell you. When nobody plays, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. And you can't lose if you don't begin. Now that's what I call a good game. When nobody plays, everyone's the best. Everyone's the best. Everyone's the best. So hang a medal around your chest. You're all winners, just sit and rest. These canceled games means canceled stress. And that's what I call a good game. Just look at it this way. Today you're all MVPs. It's like getting a participation trophy without the participation. Congrats, everybody. Good game.
Remember Joey, that news anchor from before? Well, she happens to be my sister. I asked if I could be her co-anchor, but she said her desk was too small for both of us. Too bad, right? Fortunately, I know the passwords to all her accounts. It's Joey's Awesome 1234, capital J, capital A, in case you are wondering. So I can just report from my bedroom. Anywho, I just wanted to say hi to all of you. Hi! Quiet down, Joey, I'm recording. Gosh, some people are so intrusive.
Parker, get off the air! Oh, we're live! Welcome back to Super Happy Awesome News. Sorry for that annoying interruption. I assure you it won't happen again. Only super happy expert contributors are allowed on this network, and absolutely no siblings. After the break, we'll be back with the news that makes everyone happiest. Politics! But first, a word from our sponsors.
Are you a parent who's stuck at home with your kids all day? Are you constantly searching for activities to enrich their lives? Are you determined to shape them into the best people they can be? We at IKEA have a strong recommendation. Leave them alone. Hand them an iPad. Leave them alone. And make sure that iPad is logged into all of the best streaming services. Turn off your phone and your other devices to make their internet stronger. And when you think it's time for bed, give them a little bit longer. So if you're ever in doubt, just remember our motto. The more screen time, the less scream time.
You know how water is super good for you, but super tasteless? Well, now you can spice up your water with spicy water. What is spicy water, you ask? Well, thanks for inquiring. Spicy water is your one-stop shop for de-purifying your water. It's a fine black spice that comes in a cute little shaker like so. Just add it to your glass of water and stir. Now, I know what you're thinking. That looks an awful lot like pepper. Well, aren't you silly? It may look like pepper, but it's not pepper. It's spicy water. See, it has a totally different label and everything. And it tastes delicious. Let's give it a try. You just shake it directly into your glass of plain old water like so. Easy, right? And then you stir and taste. Yum! Spicy! You better act fast at just $29.99. These bottles are flying off the shelf. So get your spicy water today!
Hello from someone who is definitely not annoying and who is totally an expert on happy news. I'm here to welcome you all to my brand new show, and now it's time for my amazing theme song. Do you ever feel the need for happier, awesomer stuff? Is the super happy, awesome news just not happy enough? Well, never fear, for a newer happy news is here. The super happier, awesomer news, another news that sings whoa, 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 whoa. Super happier, awesomer news, we cover even super happier, awesomer things. Pretty great, right? I found the MP3 on my sister's computer and improved it. The super happier, awesomer news. Get out of here, Joey!
Watch it! Hello, viewers. As you can see, Super Happy Awesome News has been challenged. And we do not shy away from a challenge. We're your original Happy News Network, and if any other broadcast tries to top us, we'll top them. If they go happy, we'll go ecstatic. If they spread joy, we'll spread joy and add some cheer. Buckle up because you're about to be delighted. Now let the happiness fly. First up, politics.
So for my nation's capital for super happy awesome news, the original Happy News Network is on the scene. The Senate convenes today at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. After opening remarks and the Pledge of Allegiance, all the senators made friendship bracelets. I spoke with one representative who reported I didn't want to choose one BFF. We in the Senate are all BFF, AE. And when I inquired what AE stood for, she responded, and ever, duh. In short, everyone's getting along here beautifully here in DC.
Hello from Super Happier Awesomer News, the Even Happier News Network. It seems the friendship bracelet situation has escalated. In fact, every politician in the nation is now linking arms and singing, and I can't help but join in. Come on, Congress, let's belt it out. I'm your BFF, you are mine. We'll be BFFs for all time. Life is beautiful, just divine. I'll take your hand and you take mine. What? Oh sure, I'll go dance in a meadow with you. Viewers, I'm sorry, I have to go. Next up, a super happy cooking segment. Goodbye, I love you all.
We at Super Happy Awesome News know nothing is happier than a perfect gourmet meal. My name is Francois Alexander. I studied my art in Paris. I learned how to make gourmet dishes where craft and precision are key. So follow my detailed instructions and your taste buds will dance with glee. First open the bread and then take out the jam and dip the knife into the jar. Then spread it out thin with circular form. A little will go very far. Then clean the knife. After all, we're not animals. And put the brown stuff onto the other slice. It's an art, it's an art. One mistake and it all falls apart. It's an art, it's an art. It takes courage and passion and heart. Let's give it a taste, shall we? Ah yes, subtle notes of peanut and faint hints of bread. Bon appetit!
Hey yo, it's Super Happy Awesome News, and what's awesomer than a peanut butter and jelly? Peanut butter, jelly, and a whole lot of other awesome stuff. Check it out. So I already got your PB and your J. Peanut butter, jelly. Don't forget the bread. This is essential. Now let's amp it up with some GBs. Gummy bears, of course. 5 different flavors. Now how about some Righteousness CS chocolate syrup? And don't forget the WC whipped cream, baby. Mount Everest. That's the stuff. Now put those 2 slices together, and you've got yourself a PBJGBCSWC. Let's give it a try. Talk about dangerously delicious. Diabetic. Remember, when it comes to cooking, more is always better. Try topping that Super Happy Awesome News. I dare ya.
Hi there. It's good to see you. And we all know it's good to see me. I'm coming to you on behalf of Super Happy Awesome News. It seems you can't get enough of us lately. And as it turns out, I can't get enough of me either. Of course, you know me from my many appearances on daytime soap operas, and my wildly popular TikTok account. Over 1 million views, no big deal. But today, I'm actually going into the community to speak with viewers directly. Unlike other lesser networks, we at Super Happy Awesome News want to hear from you. Right now, I'm standing with Blair. She has a super happy story for us, isn't that right?
Yeah, super happy. And kinda weird. It was 6 a.m. and I heard loud music coming out of the basement. So I walked on down, and when I opened the door, saw to my amazement my mom dancing to Beyonce, and beside her, you guessed it, my dad. And the part I'm still trying to process, they really weren't so bad. Oh, it was good, yeah, it was great. Then they asked me if I wanted to participate, and I said, no, don't scar my childhood. But it was good. And awkward. My neighbor has some happy news too. Hey Dylan, tell Super Happy Awesome News about your walks.
Thanks. My parents definitely can't dance. My dad and I have another hobby. For the past 2 months, me and my dad have had our own tradition. We pack some snacks, then go outside with a single mission to walk just as far as we're able, and we smile at each passing car. Yeah, we log each and every mile. We're at 258 so far, and it feels good, yeah, it feels great. For a while, me and Dad are forced to communicate, and it feels so nice, and it feels just like it should. Yeah, it feels good. You should interview my sister too. Hey Tanner, heads up.
Did you seriously just throw a microphone at me? You want me to what? What camera? Oh, hi! How many people are watching? Nice! Yeah, this is cool! Yeah, this is sweet! I am famous and I think my life is now complete. And a shout out to my chess club friends at school. Yeah, this is cool! Oh, you want this back? Sure. Wait a second. You look familiar. Have I seen you on TikTok?
Why, yes. Yes, you have. Thanks for following. And thank you all for sharing these joyful moments with Super Happy Awesome News. Remember, we are the original Happy News Network, and we are here for you.
I don't have a spare reporter, but that's okay because I can find my own stories. It'll be okay. Hey, excuse me. I'm reporting live for Super Happier Awesomer News. Are you interested in giving an interview? We want to hear how you're doing. How are you feeling? Anything you want to share, I'm listening.
Really? You want to hear how I'm feeling? Nobody really asked me that in a while. Well, honestly, I feel a little bit tired, uninspired, and confused. Honestly, it's a little bit scary, all those stories on the news, and I hope it will get better, 'cause right now it feels so strange.
Parker, what are you trying to upset people? This is why I didn't want you to... Sorry, everyone. I promise this won't happen again. I'm going to change all of my passwords. Parker, stay off my feed and leave me alone! You don't know what you're doing! We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hey, hi, yeah, another public service announcement from IKEA. Turns out tons of screen time may not be the best thing for your child. Who knew? Apparently staying up all night while playing Candy Crush and binge-watching Netflix shows and recording YouTube videos might actually make people jittery nervous. What was that? So from all of us at IKEA, remember our new motto. Get off your phone and go look at a tree or something. In other breaking news, PBJGBCSWCs may be unhealthy for kids. Who knew? Please visit our website for more info. Thanks.
Hi again. Look, I'm really sorry about before. I overreacted. Parker, if you're watching, please pick up your phone. Come home. I know you must be really mad at me, but there's something I want to show you. You need to see these submissions from our viewers.
I know I wasn't super happy, but my favorite interview was the one that Parker did. I haven't really talked about this, but it hasn't been so great here either. Honestly, seems like all my friends have moved on. Honestly, I don't know if I should take it. Like, did I do something wrong? But I see things happen so far. Like living was like me. Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks. So, thanks.
Hey, I'm a huge fan of the show. It may sound weird, but when I saw that kid open up, I thought maybe I should share my story, too, in case someone else was going through the same thing. Honestly, I feel a little different since my grandpa passed away. Honestly, I really wish that I could call him and just make this sad go away. But I know that he's still with me, and it helps me to feel strong. I hope it's okay that I sent this. Thanks for listening.
I know it's not the kind of stuff you usually do, but I'm really glad Parker did that interview. Sometimes I feel a little scared to open up. I always think I'm being way too sensitive, but when I see there's others sharing on their own, I don't feel alone. I hope you keep sharing stories like that.
Parker, if you're watching, I don't think you ruined anything. Actually, the opposite. I have a submission too. Honestly, I've been feeling kind of anxious. Feels like Mom and Dad are so stressed. Honestly, I just wanted this to fix things, but instead I made a mess. I just thought this happy news show would cheer everybody up. He's calling! Parker's calling! Parker, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry. I was trying so hard to cheer everyone up. I wound up making you sad.
Hey, it's alright. Yeah, it's okay. I'm glad you shared your feelings in an honest way. You don't need to smile just because you think you should. Hey, it's all good.
Wait, you just gave me an idea.
Really?
We'll be right back after these messages.
This is amazing. Have you ever filled a tree before? It's incredible. And you don't even need to charge it.
And we're back. Hello, viewers. I'm reporting to you live from Super Honest Awesome News Headquarters. We know life can be super awesome, difficult, fun, sad, and happy. And no matter how you're feeling, it's okay. My producer Joey and I are listening, and we want to hear from you. That's our honest, awesome news promise. And now for some stories from our community. Thanks for sharing.
Hi, I'm Dylan. Between Corona, quarantine, masks, no school, hand sanitizing every second, and even a certain way to walk down the grocery store aisle, I have had enough of this Corona thing. If only it would go away. Between no school, all techie, yay! Not yay, not even a real grade. They give you a bunch of assignments, some teachers help, and then you're on your own. Sink or swim. Then, you have to wear a mask everywhere you go, 6 feet away everywhere you go. I mean, I've been to a restaurant, and obviously no one was wearing masks because everybody had to eat, but it still has been tiring with this Corona thing. If only it could go away. I mean, it truly is craziness. When someone finds a cure, hooray.
So my experience with quarantine felt like I was being shut out of things. It felt like I was not going anywhere. Like felt like I was stuck in a box of introverted things, and I felt left out of things. Like I felt like my senior year was completely ruined, and it felt like my world just crumbled. And soon, and I found also I felt like things were not going to get back to normal, like things were going to stay like that forever. And I soon realized that quarantine was actually a really good thing. Like, you could do more DIY projects, and make more TikToks, and watch movies on Netflix, and play video games, and so on. And ever since we got to quarantine, I felt a little unfocused because I usually did better when I was in school. So, and so I soon realized that during my time in quarantine, I've done cosplay TikToks, schoolwork, thought of new ideas for my upcoming show, etc., etc. And now we go fast forward to April 17th, and I heard that the Illinois governor said they closed all schools for the rest of the school year. And after hearing that, I felt really upset, and I felt like that my senior year was completely gone, and I felt like I was never gonna go back to school. And soon enough, I found out that they're planning to reopen the state in 3 phases. We are currently now in phase 3, and soon enough, things will get better and everything will be okay. Thank you.
Over quarantine, I have learned that I can do a lot more than I thought I could. I got things done and didn't put them off until the last minute like I usually would. I learned that if you make a mistake, there's always a way to fix it. I also learned that people aren't always who you think they are. Finally, I learned to think of myself first before anyone else. I think this whole quarantine experience is brand new and has changed my life forever.
Something I learned about myself during quarantine would have to be how resilient I've been towards all of the problems I've faced in the span of a few months. I was met with many problems, and it was a struggle after a long time of trying to get through them, and I almost wanted to quit. I stopped trying to have hope that things were going to get better, and it was like everyone told me that things were going to be okay, and they just got worse, and eventually I knew I had to think differently about what was going on and get a hold of myself. So I took time to think, and eventually I did get better. And I'm doing way better now, and I can get through problems way easier than I could before. So during quarantine, I learned that I was very resilient towards the problems that I faced.
It's hard to remember life before all of this. Like, I recognize that it existed, but I don't know how I felt when I lived it. It's like there's this barrier in my mind that's like, this is your memory of what happened before, and then this is what you actually remember experiencing. And it's just this like isolation and anxiety from this virus that there's nothing I can do to help any of it. There's nothing I can do to make it better. I just have to sit in my house and wait like everyone else. And it's terrifying, honestly, that one day this thing can come around and just start killing people, and there's nothing you can do to fix it besides just staying still.
So, my experience with this quarantine is a lot different than what I thought it would be, in a good way. I started off really bored, so I ended up learning 2 new instruments. They're in my house. I've been meaning to learn them for years. Never had the chance, but now I did. I actually got to know a lot of people that I'm going to be going to school with next year. Through social media, I've been able to find new friends who are going into the same field as I am at the same school starting next semester. Also, I've had a few friends that I've been able to really keep in touch with. Lately, one of them has been hosting like socially distant bonfires, like once a week or so, and we get to play some games on our phones. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, it's been a lot different from what I anticipated in a good way. I also learned that I really don't need as many friends as I thought I did, because, you know, when we were still in school and still around all these people, I was like, oh yeah, these are all my friends. I care for them deeply. But then as we've gotten more into quarantine, I was like, I don't need like 100 kind of good friends. I only really need a handful of like really, really close friends, and that's fine. I still have a lot of people that I would call friends, but I only really need those few special people. So yeah, quarantine has been interesting and good. Yeah.
Hi. Both of my parents are high risk, so that means that we have to be extra careful, all of us, because, I mean, if I get it, then they're probably going to get it, and if they get it, they probably will die, and, you know, I don't exactly want that. We've been keeping in touch with my parents' doctors on, like, what, and we ask them advice on things, on, like, what we should and should not do, or what they feel is safe, and we take precautions from there. We wear masks religiously, we wear gloves, we wash everything that comes into the house, like wipe it down with disinfectant wipes, just everything, just to make sure, because, better to be safe than sorry. In other news, I graduated. Yay! I'm homeschooled, so I had less expectations on how graduation was gonna go, so, I'm kind of disappointed, but I didn't have any set expectations, really, so, more disappointed, but not devastated. And one thing I've hoped to carry on through this, after quarantine is, just remembering to try and Zoom with friends and with family, because I'd like to spend more time with those people, and also especially since I'm going to be going to college soon, and a lot of them are already on their way to college. I'm personally taking a gap year, but not all my friends are. So, keeping in contact is important. Just because someone doesn't live here doesn't mean that I can't spend time with them. Virtually is a little different, but still, point still stands. During my gap year, I'm hopefully gonna do travel, maybe a little bit. I hope to visit some of my friends, but don't know if that's gonna happen because of quarantine, but again, better to be safe than sorry. I'm planning on being a playwright, so I'm working on my portfolio for that, trying to write a couple more shows to put out there. Work on some mental health stuff, make sure I'm all ready for college. Woo! Improv skills are important. Everyone should have them, because you never know what's going to happen next, and having that mental agility can help cope with that a little better, I think. I think that's an important thing. Thank you. Bye.
During quarantine, we all experienced some good and some bad times. Maybe more good, maybe more bad. But for me, I realized I am very close to my siblings, and we get along better than I thought we would. Even though we still fight literally every day, we got closer than I ever thought we would be. And to anyone in the future who didn't exist during this time or was too young to remember what happened during this time, be grateful you don't remember this or you didn't have to deal with this, because this was the worst thing that ever happened in my life. This was the worst experience I ever dealt with. This is terrible. It was so boring, and I would not recommend this to ever happen again. Do not let this happen again. Don't. Bye.
When quarantine all started and I had to stay at home with my family, I was okay with that. But my anxiety kicked in when I had to do my schoolwork at home. My family went to Indiana midway through quarantine, and there my worries melted away. I did so many fun things there, like fishing, biking, tubing, and playing games with my family. In my mind, I was still worried about the people I knew that was worried about what was going on. One thing I learned about myself is that I don't have to worry myself out. I just have to ask for help. I am also a great tuber and fisher.
When this whole thing started, we all thought it was going to end in 2 months. That was the time that we had set, before we could all go back to school again and continue life as normal. And me being the introvert that I am, you take away all my friends, and you take away school, and all the things that I'm interested in, and this seems pretty normal to me, to be sitting at home and getting all this time to think, which isn't always a good thing. You see, out there right now, history is being made, and there are people protesting in the street of every major town and city, all sparked by the death of one man, and yet there's most of the nation sitting at home watching it all unfold on their couch, on social media, over the news. And yet with their time to think, we all consider these opinions of what's going on in the world right now, and yet we're not able to go out and experience it. And I think it's kind of strange sitting here and saying that myself and realizing just how hypocritical that is, because this is something I'm used to, just sitting at home and developing thoughts about how the world is on my own time, whenever I do so little outside of this. And if there's anything I've learned about myself, it's that if you take away all my friends and you take away all the things that I do on my own time, I really don't do a whole lot of living.
Hello, my name is Kelly, and I will be talking about life in general, or basically quarantine. So the easiest thing about quarantine is to be with your family and to connect with them more. The hardest thing about quarantine is not being able to see your friends and not to have the summer that you wanted. What I learned about myself over quarantine is that I have to focus on the little things and look on the brighter side of things. Not being able to socialize during quarantine lets me sit and reflect on my life, about my mistakes, my weaknesses, my strengths, and frequently other things that have been happening over the year. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks to all of our cast members for their thoughts. It takes a lot of courage to take a deep dive into your feelings during an unprecedented time like this. Also, congratulations to Kelly, Michael, Parker, Dylan, Cameron, Liam, Shannon, and Isabeau, who are all part of the class of 2020. My June would not have been the same without Spotlight on 99th, and I'm so grateful to all the kids and their families who are willing to take this huge leap of faith with Mackenzie and I. Much like the times we're in, no one really knew what to expect when we started, including us, but we've certainly enjoyed our time together. Some of my lessons that were learned from Camp 2020. Number 1, pay attention to the mute button so you don't look stupid. 2, charades can work virtually if you put your guesses in the chat box. And 3, I do not want to become a video editor when I retire. I'll take 3 simultaneous tech weeks over that process any day. Seriously though, it's been a great few weeks, and we really hope you enjoyed the performances. We can't wait until you can come back into EP's auditorium to enjoy live entertainment again. In the meantime, we'll just have to continue to take the show on the road. Or on screen. Thanks for supporting the arts in your community. Stay safe and have a great summer.
Do you ever feel like you are out there on your own? Do you ever feel like you are lost and all alone? Well, never fear, 'cause the super honest news is here. The super honest, awesome news, the news that lets you sing whoa. Super honest, awesome news, where you can share your feelings about anything, like joy or sadness, win or lose. It's a hang-up or the blues, just say whatever you choose. The super honest, awesome news, super honest, awesome news, super honest, awesome news.